All right, everybody, Bryce here, coming at you with another real quick crypto market update. I wanted to quell a little bit of the FUD that was out there, the fear, the uncertainty, the doubt that was kind of percolating through the crypto market. You've seen quite a bit of selling across the crypto market and the bonds, the stocks, the traditional markets as well. We've seen a lot of selling to start the year. And I think that this is for a variety of reasons. But the high level, right, the cliff notes of what's going on is that this is a buy the dip opportunity. This is an asset class in crypto that is in a long-term uptrend. We are in a very, very strong seasonal period of the market, right? Q1 tends to end higher than it starts. And we have a lot of bullish catalysts ahead, right? So not only do we have just those passive flows of large funds starting to adopt the Bitcoin standard, if you will, and go to 1 or 2% of Bitcoin, and they're buying the ETFs, right? So we have the passive flows of multi-hundred billion dollar asset managers starting to dollar cost average their way into Bitcoin and crypto. But we have now a president and an incoming administration that is very positive on crypto, and so it could be the stroke of a pen for an executive order. It could be a new, law that's passed quickly through Congress. It could be, insert bullish sort of regulatory or governmental announcement here, if you will, right? It could be any one of those sort of things that could really launch crypto to a new high. So that's why I'm kind of like, in my perspective, this is a buy the dip opportunity, because if I look at where we're going to be, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months out, it's going to be higher. This is, to me, a bull market correction. So we have the inauguration, which again changes sort of the calculus of what the price does, because you could have any sort of announcement. You also have Bitcoin at that 90K level right now, which is kind of a pretty strong support. Historically, it's been for the past several months a strong support. Do I think that we could break quickly below 90K and test the mid 80s? I would prepare for that. I actually would. The short-term holder cost basis, which is sort of the average price the market has paid for short-term holder wallets that have only held coins for about under a month. The cost basis for those guys, kind of like a volume-weighted average price, is right around $87,000. And so that could be where a good support level could come in. And again, I think we do kind of tickle the mid 80s. That to me, that sounds like something that would be within the realm of possibility, because at our peak of 108, we're down here around 90. I think we could just dip a little bit lower. But again, these are reasons for me not to go out and sell and try and sell here at 90 and buy back at 85 and try and get lost in the weeds that way. I'm a long-term guy. I think that this market's going to keep going much, much higher. Again, at 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, any time frame you kind of look outside the really, really, really short time frames, I think things look extremely positive. And one of the things that I look at is the net unrealized profit and loss indicator, the NUPL. And so the NUPL is interesting because what it shows is that we're not at a period where there's a whole lot of unrealized profits that are in the market relative to other bull market periods. So what that really shows you is that there's still a lot of room for upside before the market gets unsustainably rich and starts taking massive profits. So I still think we're on that upswing before that net unrealized profit and loss indicator skyrockets to points where it's been peaking out at the past bull markets in 2014, 2017, 2021. We're nowhere near the highs of that sort of long-term on-chain momentum indicator. Another one is the market value to realized value, Z-score. We're nowhere near the highs of the past bull markets. So it just goes to show that this is a mid-cycle correction. We've got plenty of supports. I see a lot of the altcoins finding support at their 50-day moving average, which is again a good midterm indicator. I think there will be some coins that lose that 50-day average and have to go back, test the 200-day average. But things to me are not as bleak in reality as the news media and your Facebook feeds and your Twitter feeds will have it seem. When you have these really steep corrections. Well, another thing is that, there's lots of profit taking, right? Just general profit taking from people who were up big last year. and who are now saying, hey, I want to rotate. So there's just general profit taking when things go up so much. So again, to kind of end the questioning around, is this the start of a multi-month bear market? My definitive answer personally, again, I don't have a crystal ball, I can't see the future, is that this is just a correction that is, it's a multi-week correction. But I don't think it's the start of something really, really, really nefarious. I think it's going to present good buying opportunities for those who are patient. And I think we're going to see higher prices. So there's a lot of good stuff. One of the other things I saw before I let you guys go was Trump just announced that he wanted to put a council of 24 advisors in a position in an advisory council. And all these 24 advisors would all be crypto CEOs, hedge fund managers, founders, people who are very, very invested and ingrained in the space. He wants to have them help formulate policy. Okay, so having another council just goes to show that he's got this industry's back. He almost has like a put under the market, right? He views, he's a very economic financial person, views his success somewhat tied to the stock market, and he's also said now crypto is kind of wrapped into that. So there's that, but also you just have, that's one thing, but you throw the political stuff outside of it and the regulatory, you just throw that out. You just look at the trends of where we're at in a post-halving year, right? A post-halving year is always the best year for crypto. There's always the most momentum. You have Q1 of that post-halving year. January historically in a post-halving year always starts off really rocky. Okay, if you just go back in time, January always starts off rocky in a post-halving year. However, by March, you kind of eclipse those highs and start the trend over towards new all-time highs. So long story short, look, this to me is an attractive buying opportunity for the best altcoins. And certainly, if you want to take a look at your long-term Bitcoin bag, if things get low enough, add to the long-term Bitcoin bag. But I think that the fast money plays are in altcoins. That's where I'm looking. That's where I think, again, you have those big, big, big drawdowns, typically followed by those big, big, big bounces. Okay, so that's how we're going to be playing it. We're going to be here. But anyhow, that's your crypto market update. And I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're excited to make some money in the crypto market, because we're not over. And also, by the way, if you don't already have a subscription to a service where you could get actionable insights, market updates, buy zones, sell zones, and all that good stuff, plus a lot more, then I highly recommend you check us out here at Crypt Nation. For $1, we have a 1-week trial. Come and see everything that you want about fundamental analysis, technical analysis, buy zones, sell zones, all that stuff, plus much, much more inside. And again, you get a $1 1-week trial. Click that link, click that button below, and we'll see you inside.